Hello and welcome again to our series for making reliability application easily. So to understand the concepts of reliability, we had been together for many videos, and in the last video we had spoken about the failure modes, and now we need to speak about the failure effect. To make it easy, we need to understand who has the knowledge of the failure effect, which is, as we said, the cost, as we said, the time of repair, when it was repaired and how it was repaired, the frequency of the failures, the effect on the safety environment and on the production, and many other things. So we have some people who are having a lot of information in their minds, and we need to take this information out of their minds and transfer it to the team who is making the reliability centered maintenance. And so you do not need to include everyone who is having the knowledge in the team, but you can invite them to the reliability centered maintenance analysis sessions, and this invitation will be based on their experience or their expertise. So you can discuss each of this with them and take the knowledge. So what knowledge they can have? By the way, we need to discriminate between knowledge, data, and information. So data is simply the raw recorded data from the field and so on. Information is the data when it is stipulated and made in tables and so on. So you have the daily production, but when you have the daily production for complete months or complete year, and the daily production against the working crew, and the daily production against the production parameters or production quality, and against the failures, against the maintenance crew, against who did the maintenance, against, and so on. We have all of this structured in a table together. So that's information. When you are able to draw information or to draw knowledge or to draw conclusions out of this information, that's knowledge. And when you practice this for a long time, you gain experience, and this experience can be as in the form of skills, and these skills can be hand skills. So when you are working with maintenance in the field or with operation in the field, you gain some skills that you have it in your mind, and that is applied unconsciously to the working conditions or the working environment. So we need to extract this subconscious or unconscious informations or unconscious reactions and so on, and this unconscious knowledge that is programmed inside the operators and the maintainers, and even in some teams that, as we are going to see today, that are not part of our production or part of our manufacturing facility, to withdraw all this knowledge and to transfer to the reliability centered maintenance analysis, or the team who is doing the reliability centered maintenance analysis, so they can make the great analysis we need. So that our team for the reliability centered analysis, and this our expertise team, they have the talks, the discussions they make together, and they analyze and gather this information. They have some charts. That charts are information detected from the data, and it's converted to knowledge, so we can take actions about it. They have agreements, they have people whom they know they can take the information from, all this whom they know who will do the action, who will help them to retrieve the conditions, who repaired this last time, and so on. We have the trends, that's data converted to information, and out of the trends we can take some conclusions. The frequency of repetition, the cost is increasing, the profit is increasing, and whatever. And we have the collection of the meeting. We need to transfer all this information from those who have it to our reliability centered maintenance analysis team, so we can understand properly how the equipment failed and what is the real effect of the failure in a text, in a storytelling mode. On the top of this will come the ideas. These ideas is important because not every time we record only the failures and the problems that already happened. We may record problems and failures that didn't happen before, and when we record information and failure information about the failure effects, or knowledge about the failure effects that didn't happen till now, so that's something like brainstorming and ideas. So you can use this brainstorming of the maintainers and the effects they expect that may happen out of this failure, out of the maintainers, the production team, even out of the manufacturer of the equipment, or the one who delivered the equipment from the manuals, and so on. And we need to catch these ideas also and put it on top of our knowledge, so we can record it and expect it and make the analysis up front. You know that the manufacturer, sometimes people purchase this as failure effects or failure modes and failure effects analysis. The FE, they purchase it at a cost from the manufacturer who had done this, because the problem that the manufacturers in many times they didn't operate the equipment at the field. But you can invite them. When you invite the manufacturer, they don't come, and the designers, they come with some expert teams. Either they are making the conditioning, or sorry, they are making the commissioning in the field, or some experts from other plants who use these equipments, and they send it to you in the reliability centered maintenance analysis team. And these people are able to tell you the failures that might happen to your equipment. If the manufacturer had prepared already this documentation in his as we say, in his documents, or is ready for this analysis, he can sell it to you, and you can take it and put it inside your reliability centered maintenance analysis, so you can make proper selection of maintenance tasks, and you know the consequences of each task and what might happen in case of each failure that happens. So we need this knowledge. So to summarize what we were saying, that we need to understand who has the failure effect. Today we are speaking about the first one, which is the manufacturer of the equipment itself. And we know that there are a lot of resources. There are experts, there are information, pros and cons, knowledge, and so on. And we need to select the proper ones from this information to add it to our analysis. We had discussed the knowledge transfer that we need, and the data and the information and the experience and all of this. We had discussed it briefly together. And it's important to record it in a storytelling, so include everything inside it. And then in the next session, we are going to the conclusion sheet. That's in the conclusion sheet. We are going to analyze the data or the storytelling and to extract the information. And we need to have the probing questions that we need to ask about from the expert team, which is the intended usage of the machine, the capabilities of the machine, resources needed, maintenance needed, safety precautions, and list of alarms and fails. All this what happened, and how we did recover the plant, or did recover the operations again. All this we need to gather from the minds who have it inside it as stipulated data or documents, or have it inside his minds as a knowledge and experience. As we said, the manufacturer is probably the designer of the machine, and they don't operate it at the field. They commission it at the field in some near ideal condition, okay, and then they hand it over to the operators. And some of the manufacturers, they don't follow up with the operators to gather the information back. So, but those who do this analysis and gather this information has a wealth of information. You can return to it and you can use it. It will add depth to your reliability centered maintenance analysis. That's the very first important resource for your reliability centered maintenance analysis, which is the manufacturer informations and the reliability centered or failure mode effects analysis that made by the manufacturer. That's very valuable source, but that's the first one. The next one, we will see it in the coming lecture or in the coming chat. If you feel that this resonates with you, you can contact us on our web store, or you can join our trainings on Udemy. You'll find all the links in the description box. Join, subscribe, spread the information. See you in coming chats and videos from reliability centered maintenance, from Jumpstart Maintenance, and our target to make maintenance easy for everyone.